What's up, my Pugnios? Andy Vlogs. Decided to share with you guys this content here. As the title suggests, we're going to be going over a Bluetooth speaker with LED lights in it that I think is worth your buck. The folks over at Clever Bright sponsored this video and sent me their product to review, so you know where my bias is. If you're looking for a Bluetooth solution here that you can have at the beach, you can bring to the lake, you can go on summer, you can connect it to your, backpack and have it playing while you're riding and cruising, I think this is really the product for you. It's also really fun because you can turn on LED lights and you can have a little dance party at night, in a picnic, at the park, whatever you want to do. Currently right now they are running a 25% promo, so you can get this product for under $30. However, they do have a 20% coupon on top of that that you can add at checkout. This will put your product below $25, which I think is a really good deal. Some of the product specifications here: it uses Bluetooth 5.0. It's got an IPX4 certified waterproof rating, which means that it's generally like raindrops and also dust resistant. It uses a frequency of 150 Hertz to 20 kilohertz. The playback time is 8 to 12 hours on a medium volume. Obviously that'll vary depending on where you're using it and if you've got the light on. The range apparently for the Bluetooth is 10 meters. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox this sucker. It's pretty straightforward. The packaging's pretty straightforward here. You've obviously got, some of the marketing materials here, some of the other stuff, branding. Other than that, I'm glad it just doesn't have the tape that I hate. Let's open it up here, and first it's protected in this plastic casing and it just comes right out. You've got some of your instruction material, you've got your charger cable, you even have a 3.5 millimeter cable as well, which is pretty exciting. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the device itself. You've got a nice little speaker grill here on the front that also acts as kind of a protection for the LED lights. It does feel like it's fairly lightweight, very plasticky build, and when I was tapping here you could feel the speakers on each side kind of reverberating. You've got your branding here. On the bottom, or I guess this is the top, you've actually got all of your inputs. You've got your buttons here for power and play, the volume rocker up and down. You can go forward and back, and I don't know what M is. I presume M is the mode for the lights. Once we charge it and plug it in, I'll show you what that means. On the side here, you've also got the plugins here for the USB. This is a micro USB. And you've also got the 3.5 millimeter jack, which I think is a really nice touch. On the top here, there really isn't anything else, but it does have a nice rubber feel here, so that when you set it up upright like this, it's going to have a good grip. On the bottom here as well, if you wanted to set it horizontally, then you're going to have grips here as well that'll kind of keep it in place and prevent it from rocking. Alright, let's do a comparison here for the JBL. This is like super popular out there. This is the Essential. This is like their basic pill. That's kind of the same style, the same range, vertical here for the device. As the JBL shows, you've got your nice bass drivers here on the ends, and then obviously your main treble. I think it's a three speaker step here. You can't see the speakers on this obviously because of the speakers themselves, but very similar inputs here as the JBL. The inputs are exactly the same, but you can tell here that this has a higher IPX rating, meaning that you can get this pretty wet, as opposed to this. You don't have anything protecting your ports here. This does not have a little strap that the JBL comes with, and the buttons here on the JBL are on the side, as well as the power here and your battery indicator. Let's go ahead and turn on for the first time the Clever Bright by holding down the power button. Oh wow, that was a nice introduction. Very smooth. You've got your light indicator here showing that it's going to be Bluetooth pairing. Let's check out the JBL. There is a little bit more bass here that I can tell from the JBL than I could tell from the Clever Bright. However, it didn't seem like the Clever Bright was trying to push some bass here. Let's go ahead and connect the devices and show you the difference in their sound. Alright, the Bluetooth is pairing here. I'm going to go down, and it just clearly says Clever Bright. Very straightforward. And there's the connection. It is now paired. What's nice about this is it has a built-in microphone, so you can take calls and send speech to text. I believe this version of the JBL does not have the microphone. I'm going to push mode and see if it changes. Yes, it does. It looks like the lights are now going the other direction. Here's a third time. Looks like it's going from the kitty corners, kind of having a rainbow effect that's not really that smooth. It's very mechanical. Here's kind of a party theme. Here's off. Okay, we'll leave it at the rainbow one. I like the rainbow one. Let's go to show off the lights and the brightness. I'm going to dim it all down so you guys can see. And then what we'll do is we'll go into the different sound profiles and the difference in the sound. Dimming the lights down here for a second. It's not super bright. I do have some light coming in from my window. It is the middle of the day. So you can see these light profiles here. Not too bright, but it's still fun when playing music nonetheless. I feel like I have a little pixel right here that's kind of off. Seems like there's a bunch of modes here that are missing. And then it goes back into where it was. So I don't know if this was on purpose or on accident, but I don't know why there's so many additional like buttons I have to press until I cycle through the lights.
We got pulled into the tide of something real, but somehow I lost you on the way. I assumed you left me behind.
It's averaging between -24 and
-26 days and sleepless nights, so
tired. That's as pretty soft.
I can't get you off my mind, can't forget.
As far as softness, it looks like it's averaging between -55 and -59 dB, so it gets very, very soft, which I like. I like having a very, very soft.
Why did it take us so long?
I can't feel.
While I was dancing on my own. And now my prayers been answered in my darkest time. 'Cause now I found you.
I like that. The midtones are pretty good, and the higher tones are very clear. I just wish there was a little bit bigger bass. Drivers with the bass are pretty standard, pretty. JBL, as far as price point, the JBL is going to be between $50 and $75 depending on the time of the year, because these usually go on sale pretty frequently. They're normally about $100 MSRP. This is normally about $50 MSRP, but currently you can get, up to about $24 off. This one, I got at the time of Black Friday for about $50. Switching over to the JBL and just starting right where we left off.
Bridge I couldn't see. Now that you're by my side again, I'll never leave you behind.
This is averaging between
lifeless days and sleepless nights, so tired of it. I can't get you off my mind, can't forget it. Now I know what I've got to do is find my way back to you. Hey, why did it take us so long? Hey, while I was dancing on my own.
As far as softness, same average. It's about -55 to -49. So you can tell that the drivers are much bigger. You can tell that the sound profile is louder, just generally louder.
I assumed you left me behind.
Yeah, this is why I'll plug in
Lifeless days and sleepless
change the
nights,
sound.
so
You can see it
tired
goes
of
up and down.
I can't get you off my mind.
I also wanted to show you the buttons here that it does.
Now I know what I've got
Go
to.
back. Next song. All right, let's go ahead and show you what the microphone sounds like.
I have a mouthful of cottage cheese. What do you want?
Well, you're live on my show. How does the audio sound?
Very echoey.
Really?
And it sounds like you're in a long tunnel.
Oh.
No, not echoey. I lied. It just sounds like you're in a tunnel.
But I'm not too far away. Does it still sound like I'm in a tunnel?
It doesn't sound very clear.
Okay.
It sounds like I'm hearing someone like on a walkie-talkie or on speakerphone, but in my ear.
Yeah, I think that's the idea here of the speaker, is that it's not, you're not buying it for the mic, but if you're at the beach and someone calls you, you could answer the phone and use the speaker. I think it's a pretty good deal. All right, bye. So you got it here. My wife's honest opinion. She always tells it as it is. I think it's a good solution here. All right, let's go ahead now and use the 3.5 millimeter jack. Typically with, you know, these type of wired connections, you do get a louder sound profile. I've got my song queued up. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We're averaging now between negative 21 and negative 22 dB, so it is a little bit louder.
We got pulled into the tide of something real. Somehow I lost you on the way. I assumed you left me behind.
I like this song a lot. Very soft. Turning it up here.
We got pulled into the tide of something real. Somehow I lost you on the way. I assumed you left me behind.
Yeah, it is a little bit louder.
Lifeless days and sleepless nights, so tired of it. I can't get you off my mind, can't forget it. Now I know what I've got to do.
All right, my Ponios, well, that wraps up the review here. I think this is a pretty decent product here. Again, you're saving a huge amount by using the link down in the description. This is, again, a sponsored video from Clever Bright. They provided this to me complimentary, and I think it's good for those who are just starting, you know, their summer. They're really excited, and they wanted to have a speaker that they might be able to listen to some of their favorite tunes. This will be great. It's very, very lightweight. You can throw in a travel bag. You can throw in some luggage. You can't hang it off anything, but you could set it down, you know, make sure it's on a blanket, free from sand or from, you know, water. But this is a good little, you know, product that you can have for when you're going out for any vacation, any good fun to listen to some good tunes. It's a fraction of the competition, at least $50 cheaper right now compared to your JBL, and it's half as heavy. You can connect, you know, through a 3.5 millimeter jack. You can charge it with the micro USB. It's got light indicators. You've got control over everything. This is just a good product, I think, in my opinion, regardless of my bias here. With that said, guys, if you like this content, hit that like button. Go check out the links in the description for the product on Amazon that helps support the channel. This is Andy. I'll see you on the next one.